It was the late 90s, and I was invited by a bunch of friends of mine from New York to go and meet them at the Michigan Women's Music Festival. Women spelled with a Y. Boys were allowed up to age 7, and then there were no men allowed on the campsite at all. The food at the Michigan Women's Music Festival was mainly vegan, vegetarian fare. I don't think there was any meat cooked on the premises. A lot of beans. A lot of beans for protein were served. One night after L7, this horrific smell started to emanate from this audience, and it was a giant audience. Thousands of women were there. I was starting to get kind of uncomfortable and feel a little bit embarrassed for everyone, because I was like, wow, the beans have finally won. They have conquered the whole festival. Then I started noticing other people were covering their faces because it was a little dusty. People had bandanas, just bandanas. As we started filing out of the festival, the last show of the festival, you could hear shrieking in the distance. And I was like, oh my God, the beans aren't that bad. Apparently they were, because as we filed out, there was a giant shit-sucking machine had pulled onto a lot, which was operated by men. And so these poor guys were taking these incredibly huge vacuums and running full force into the Porta-Janes, not a Porta-John, of course. Shoving the vacuum deep into the hole to suck out the excrement. Then pulling all the way back, running back, and sort of skip-hopping to run forward again and shove it down into the next hole. While one guy stood there and opened door after door, so that each Porta-Jane could be sucked clean. But the worst part, not only was this like the shittiest job literally ever, the women, as they were filing out of the concert, were screaming, shield your eyes, because of course there were men on the premises, and that was the worst part. Not the shit sucking, but that there were men. That day I thought to myself, this is the worst job I could ever have. No matter how bad it gets, I will never be the shit sucker at the Women's Festival in Michigan. And anyway, so this one time I'm losing my train of thought. Thank God you can cut some of this.
In the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Oh, hey, you're the mom?
Where does your allegiance lie? Lie. What was supposed to be a routine CIA mission to end terrorism in America turned into a quagmire of deception.
Spicefucker!
Now they have one chance to save America and lesser countries. America, number one. Dum, dum, dum.